Good morning, everyone. I am so excited because I feel like I haven't gone live in forever, but it's just been a week. But I'm very excited to jump into going a live chat today, just talking about small YouTuber growth tips. And I love helping you all. So today is going to be a great opportunity for many of you to ask questions. I know YouTube is doing its thing and letting everybody know that I'm on. So I'll give that a couple 30 seconds or so. So yeah, today I really want to talk about small YouTuber growth tips and just how that you can take this year and just bring it and use all the tips that I'm sharing on my channel, on my lives, on wherever you see me, wherever share tips. You need to take that and actually implement it into your channel. So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to let YouTube do its thing for 30 seconds here, and yeah, we'll get right into it. We'll answer questions, just talk back and forwards. Maybe there's questions about thumbnails. Maybe there's questions about, just doing YouTube in general, failure, mistakes, all that jazz. So if there's anything that you want to talk about today, just make sure you put it in the chat. And if you're watching this, on the replay, make sure you hit that subscribe and the like button, and also comment in the comment section and let me know if there's anything that you want me to focus on within this channel. So I will focus on more things that you need. For example, someone asked about filming with their cell phone, and I did that video, and that is live on my channel. I did that, uploaded that on Friday, so make sure you go check that out. So yeah, anything that you need, make sure you put it in the comments or the chat section right now if you're just joining. So let's see who's on. I know YouTube's really slow, so let's just, so don't tell me I've zoomed in for it. Oh no, you're so helpful. Thanks. Hey everybody, how's it going? Who are some small YouTubers you're close with? I would say, let's talk about that. I have quite a few YouTubers because I've connected with a lot of small creators over the past 8 months. And there's a few that I've connected with in the past and that I've subscribed to. Forgive me if I pronounce the last name wrong, but Sam Fournier, I'm sorry. But she is really cool. She lives in France and she shares her journey there. But she also, I don't know, I just love her channel, the whole overall vibe. She's done a really good job of branding herself, and she's a small creator and she's just starting to branch out. So I love that I found her recently, and she is also part of my channel as well. But who else? I would say Claudia Edits. I don't know if she's on today, but Claudia Edits is a really fun YouTuber. She talks about productivity, growth, and university tips and reading books and all that jazz. It's kind of fun. I like it because the overall vibe and feel is very relaxed, and I think I connect with her because of that. I need more people that are relaxed and calm. And so this year I've been really searching for people that are like that. And I think I connect with Sam is because she's very, she's in a different country. I love travel. I love people from different cultures. And so I think I connect with her also because of that. And one other one that I'm subscribed to, I did a collaboration with Haley Crow. And she also did a collaboration with Annie Dube. So if you look her up, you'll find that she did a collaboration a while back. But Haley Crow is a really nice person. She's very sweet, and I've always, I feel like she's gonna, if she keeps going, she'll do it. So yeah, there's a few there, but there's tons more that I'm subscribed to and actually connect with and talk to every day. So I could be here all day. So those are a few that are off the top of my head. Okay, so what are your tips for collabing with people? And hi, everyone that's just popping on. I appreciate you being here. So I would say collaborations are interesting. You have to find people that are related to your channel first, sort of related. It doesn't have to be necessarily to the bone related. I find that you need to find collaborations that can benefit both of your audiences. So for example, for me, this is the first tip within this. For me, I reached out to Katie Steckley, and she's an Instagram, focuses on her channel on Instagram and podcasts. And she sometimes talks about YouTube, but mostly about Instagram. And I reached out to her because I felt like I could talk to you about Instagram all day, but I would love to do a collaboration with someone that actually dives deep into this kind of stuff. So I reached out to her, and yeah, of course, it was great connection right away. So, and also she's also a fellow Canadian, so it worked out really well. But when you're reaching out, I would suggest you looking at how can it benefit both audiences. And I always like to say, when you're reaching out, it's hard to do it on social media, but have some sort of connection with them beforehand. That's why for me, I always recommend having some sort of relationship with them by talking to them, watching their videos, just getting to know them as a person and then reaching out to them, because that's what I do. Katie Steckley, I've been following for years. Back in the Sarah Dici day, whenever she did a video on Sarah, I connected with her right away. And so like it's building relationships. It doesn't have to be 1 to 2 years. It can be like a month, building that relationship and seeing if you're going to connect with them as a person as well. So I find whenever you're connecting as a person and you're reaching out to collaborate, it's a lot easier, and you just feel your audiences both feel like they could just watch both your content all day. So that's what I would do. Okay, so let's see. Hi, how's it going? Chloe again. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you're asking questions. That's awesome. What are your tips reaching out for brands, and have you made a vid about it? Sorry for asking so many questions. Do not be sorry. Please do ask me questions. I am obsessed with that, answering questions. So please keep asking, Chloe. But yes, when reaching out to brands, I haven't done too much of this because I've been really focused in on building my audience and building my brand up first before I reach out. That's just the kind of person I am. I like to build it up. I like to make sure that I'm confident enough to say, yes, I can go out and reach to brands. But I know I work, like I have an affiliate link with TubeBuddy, and I've connected with them, and I've done a little bit of there was an interview that I did a while back, and then I also did a giveaway all the month of December for TubeBuddy. And I find that when I connected with them, it was very easy because I already knew Rob, and we had connected on Twitter over the past 2 or 3 years. And so that's how I reached out to him. I reached out to him, and that's how I connect with TubeBuddy. Because with TubeBuddy, it's very easy to connect with them. They're great people over there. So I feel like you could talk to them all day and they'd be great to work with. But yeah, when reaching out to brands that you're not already don't know someone, I would suggest looking at their Instagram for one, to see if their company is, active. Because you also have to remember social media is more one of those things where you see if they're active, and then that means that they're actually connecting with people outside of just, web search results or articles, And so I like to do that. I like to go to their Instagram or their Twitter, and I'll reach out to them and see if I do a little research first. I make sure that I look over their website and see if there's any links to ask them a question about being a brand partner with them. And then if I don't find anything, I don't find an email, I'd reach out to them either on Twitter or Instagram, because those are the two main ones that people use nowadays. And actually it's shifting to more people are going to TikTok, which is interesting, but that's a side note. So that's what I would do. Are there any more TubeBuddy giveaways? I won't be doing any more for at least a couple months. I'm trying to give it a break, just kind of work things out. I might do one a month, just to kind of give people an opportunity to try out the legend version. And if you haven't already tried TubeBuddy or understand what it is, go to my playlist on TubeBuddy. And then if you need more information, there's links in the descriptions, and they're all affiliate links. Sonia, hey, how's it going? It's nice to see you on here. How to convince parents for YouTube. So I have never had this problem, because I've been, I started in my 20s whenever I was on YouTube and all that. My family is not really into social media. They're more so go do things, go explore, don't consume so much on there. So for me, it's a little different in that sense. They don't really care for YouTube and such. They don't. And of course, I'm older now, so I can choose what I want to do. So for me, I don't have that problem right now. But if I was to have that problem, I would suggest to them, I would write out a game plan of how you're going to take action and what you're going to do. So this is my logical thinking, coming out, my organization, my productivity is going crazy here. So what I would do is I would write out a game plan of what I would do and what my channel would be about. And then to say, this is where I want to be in a year, and this is the actions that I'm going to take to get there, and just give them a game plan. If their parents are not too interested in that kind of stuff, just show them that you can do it by pre-planning and having an objective. Because a lot of the older generation, I'm not sure if this is for everybody, but majority of them just like to see that there's a goal at the end of it all. You have some sort of idea of what you're going to do. So that's what I would do. Hey, how's it going? Your tips from your last live have really helped me cut down my intro, so my watch time is going up. That's amazing. Oh, good, Tilly. That's awesome. I'm so happy that you're taking the tips and actually implementing them and trying them out. because I find whenever, yeah, for example, the intro is a big key to grabbing the audience's attention. And I'm gonna try and work on this on my channel a little bit more. Like I do I do an intro, but I'm kind of like and over and done with it. I get into the meat, which is totally fine. But I want to work on hooking the audience a little bit better. So I'm going to test things out this week. I was supposed to film today, but my son was up all night, so I'm not going to film today. I'm exhausted. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow film, and I've got some scripts planned out that I want to do. And this week's videos are going to be a little bit different. They're not like more of like what is it called? Looking at a channel. I'm going to dive back into the ProTuber series this month as well. So anyways, we've got a lot going on, but I'm going to be working on my intro as well. Just side note, which is kind of interesting. So cool. I'm so glad that's working for you, Tilly. Chloe, this live is so fun. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Yay. I have no makeup on. My hair is a little frizzy, but I'm doing it. I'm just enjoying it. I haven't even looked at the count of how many people are on. That's kind of cool. I've just been so into talking to you. So there's 14 of you on. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And remember to hit that like button. So just let me know if you're liking this live so far. Let's see. Is YouTube your full-time job? Yes, right now it is. And it's kind of shifted. My business shifted this year. I had this whole, January, February of 2020, I had this whole plan ready to go. I was going to hire someone. My business was taking off. I was getting into helping small businesses, like actually going out and filming for small businesses and doing videos, promo videos and all that jazz. And then that shifted where I couldn't even go out, and I was editing for people, but then people started saying, no, we can't afford editing. So a lot of that shifted, and I had a lot more time. And I'm thankful, I'm blessed that my husband is able to work. So all the way through it, he was able to work, and I just lost all of my income due to COVID. So for me, it was a bit of a hit this past year, and that's kind of been hard for me to come to terms with. I've had to just kind of say, okay, well, what can I do in this time? And YouTube was the only thing that I was super interested in. And that's where I just dove right into it. I got into it and I said, I'm determined. And there were days that I was like, okay, this is not working. What am I doing? I know how to do it, but why is it me? I'm not portraying it properly to people. And there was times where I was doubting myself because I felt like I wasn't anyways. So anyways, I kept going with it, and it really played out. Sometimes it's hard, even as a person who knows what to do on YouTube. They have this understanding of it so much. Sometimes you still have doubt in your mind because there's your human being, right? So let's just, the direction. So to answer your question, I am full-time right now, and I'm determined to build this to something bigger, but it's going to take a while, right? Let's see. Do lives help with your watch time? Yes and no. So yes, if you keep them public. If you keep them public, then all that watch time that you gain from the live will be counted towards that. If you keep them unlisted or private, no, you will not get the watch time. So it's, I have a lot of lives on my channel, a lot that are private. And that's because I wasn't really interested in keeping them up at the time. It was just me answering questions and getting to know you all. And so I changed that, shifted that mindset. And I said, well, a lot of times people connect more when they're on lives, but they also love to watch them afterwards. And I know my retention isn't huge on the lives because lives, you need to be in the live, right? You need to be in action, but they still give you some watch time. So I'm okay with leaving them up. Fun Tokyo. Hey, how's it going? Can we change thumbnails after posting videos? Yes, you can. Yeah. Have you had a video do good after changing the thumbnails? So thumbnails are the hardest thing, even though I love my thumbnails. I'm obsessed with my thumbnails. I get so excited to do them. But within my industry, it's very hard to get that click-through rate. And so I've done a lot of A/B testing with TubeBuddy Legend version. You get that in the A/B testing. And there have been a few that I've done a little bit better, which is great. They've upped the amount of click-throughs that I get and the views and the watch time and all that jazz. But honestly, with every industry, it's different. Now, on my Simply Catherine channel, I have a more of lifestyle productivity, and my click-through is way higher than my growth channel. So overall, but I also get a lot of impressions on my growth channel, this main channel here. I'll get a ton of impressions. So I think that's big factor that plays into it. But I don't focus on the CTR overall on my channel too much. I focus on the individual video and the amount of impressions that it's getting, and I kind of go from there. But yes, I would say there's a few that I've changed that I've done really a lot, like done better. So yeah. What is a good CTR? Mine is between 4 and 6% on most videos. Is that good or not? If not, how do you improve it? I think my thumbnails are eye-catching. Not sure how to improve them. I think 4 and 6% is the average, the good zone to be in. I have a couple that are below that, and I can't seem to get them above, even though I know the category. Like, I know the category is a little tougher to get noticed in. So I have a couple that are below that. And quite a few of my lives will actually have a lower CTR because than 4%, like just below 4%, just because lives are not necessarily what people click on to watch nowadays. They love to be in them, but they don't watch them necessarily, want to watch them on replay as much as they would if there's an actual planned out video. So I think with CTR, 4 to 6% is a good spot to be in for the specific video. And if it's lower, then you change it up. My RPM is 170. Is that good? I don't know, because I have not gotten into that. I've decided in my head I will wait until I am monetized to start talking about that stuff, because I don't understand it fully yet. I want to be able to see in my back end of what all that information is. So I can't tell you, but to me, yeah, anything's better than nothing, right? And remember, this time of the year, the marketing agencies that are putting money into YouTube are not doing as much. So January and February is the lowest months of the year usually, because December was so much, like they're putting out so much money because they had money to spend and they needed to put it into marketing. But January and February is the lowest. So do remember, it will start to go up as you gradually work through the year. Okay, so let's see. So proud of you. You're doing so good. Oh, thanks, Sonia. It's so nice that you're here. Yeah, thank you. Do you have any ideas for art videos? Time lapses, tips on how to do specific art designs. If you're into Procreate, for example, tips on how to do Procreate. I know TikTok, a lot of people do really well on this. So yeah, little things like that. What I would do is go to Google, type that in. Basically, I would say ideas for art videos, something like that, or the specific art that you're in. Type that into Google, and then it'll come up with a whole bunch of information. I had 6 videos only take off after I changed the title and thumbnails. That's why I'm asking. Yeah. So there are a few that I've not taken off, but they've done a lot better. Again, it depends on the industry. And I think with your videos, I remember you sharing on Instagram, a couple of your videos did a lot better when you changed the title and the thumbnail. So it's really important. Sometimes you have to appeal to the human eye. Like, can you do that, right? And that takes a lot of skill in itself. I love your lifestyle channel. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, if you're not subscribed to my lifestyle channel, it's Simply Catherine. It's on if you go to my channel page here, you'll actually find it. You can subscribe to it. But I'm going to be I was hoping to start this week. Was it last week? And it just didn't work out because my kids are off school now, and that kind of threw a wrench in the curve. So I'm hoping to start up this week and then get into more of a system and a routine with that channel, because I'm really excited about it. I have so many ideas and things that I want to do, and it all comes from that channel. This channel is great. I've got lots of things for this channel too. So I'm so excited. Sup? Well, 2 years ago, I started my YouTube channel from middle school. Today video, I will be announced a new era on my channel. Okay, awesome. That's great. You're improving your channel each step of the way. Awesome. I'm a high schooler. Planning and bullet journaling does so good in art. Yes, that's true too. If you're into that kind of stuff, those things do really well. People love being productive. They love getting things done. And specifically when you're in school, they do really well. So just saying. Most use stationery, etc. also is good for art. Yes, I agree. That's another good one. Burn, just so I do that a lot of that. That's great. My content is TV14. Awesome. Is it bad combining channels? Do you mean like 2 different niches into one channel? I don't think it's bad. I could do that with my small YouTuber growth channel. I could combine the entrepreneurial business lifestyle stuff into my channel, but I choose not to because I want to separate. So then I can have more freedom on my other channel. And this channel, I just feel like it would be just make so many directions. So totally up to you. But like I said, when you have more of a direction on a channel, people are more likely to say, okay, well, I know what this channel is about. That's where I'm gonna go there for, getting that information, right? So well, as you grow, though, I feel like you can branch out. So it's totally right now. It's hard for me to tell you exactly what to do because I don't know the specific channel. So yeah, I would just keep them separate if you can. If you feel like they're very close knit connections there, then I would say combine them. But I can't tell you for sure. If you're just joining, make sure you like this video. Give me a thumbs up like this. And if you're new here and you're just watching this live and you just popped on, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn it to gray, please. That way you can keep up to date with all my videos. I have lots of videos like talking about YouTube growth tips. So yeah, excited that you're all here. Tilly, I am so happy because one of my videos blew up and got 1.1K views. Woo. The funny thing is, it was on 600 the day before, and then I checked the next day and I was at 1.1K. So, oh, that's great. So it's being picked up by the algorithm. It's being picked up by YouTube. Now, the interesting factor here, is it being found on search or browse or suggested? Where is it being found? Let me know. I get more helping there. Okay, cool. I need to jump on a work call, but it was, of course. Thank you so much, Sonia. It was so nice to see you. Awesome. Thanks, Sonia. I appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up. Yes. I try shorts and got views for 2 days and nothing next days. What went wrong? I just wonder, Philippines. Oh, so with shorts, it's very interesting. It's the same mindset. You need to have good retention throughout the video. So if your drops below, like if it starts dropping, like if you're getting the retention, but then a whole bunch of people are watching and then they just kind of click off, the retention slows it down. I find that that's the biggest thing on YouTube Shorts is I've recognized on a few other creators' channels that YouTube Shorts, if the longer they are, the better. And when they get pushed out, if they're doing really well with retention and they're being pushed out in shorts and the retention's staying there, you can get thousands and thousands of views. It just depends on the retention and the content. So it's like a regular video. How are you going to keep them watching till the end? I'll be right back, of course. Right back at you. Hi. Hey, Amy. How are you? Good. You? Just having a great little conversation there. That's awesome. Thanks for all your help. I just crossed 50K subs. That's amazing. And I've learned so much from you, Tiffany, Annie, and others. Awesome. That is amazing, Nick. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. That is a big achievement. Like, I know every step of milestone, you have to remember that that's a lot of people. Like, imagine sitting there and having 50,000 people watching you. Now, not necessarily are they going to watch you all at once, but just having 50,000 people that are subscribed that are potentially going to watch you, that's amazing. So congratulations. I'm very happy for you. Tilly, I had a few people comment and say that they found it on the suggested and recommended, which has directed them to my channel. That's amazing. That's exactly what you need. And then what's the CTR on that one? Just curious. Relative to the previous thumbnails or videos that you've been doing. Just curious. Great. I hope that your channel continues to grow. Oh, you guys are awesome. So yeah, what is the CTR relative to the other videos that you've been doing? Because I'm interested to know if it's above 10%. That's kind of curious. I'm just interested. I've been studying thumbnails like immensely in the past couple of days. I've just been saying to myself, what would make people click? Like, what do I click on? But what would make other people click? And specifically on my channel, my main channel, it's very hard to get people to click because there's so many people with how to get views and how to do this and how to do that. So a lot of the times when they see like, it's just another video, right? So getting people to click is very difficult within my industry. But I find if you're in a different industry, for example, lifestyle is very open. So you just have to have your own style. So there's a few people that have just been popping up on my For You, like not For You page, Josh, that's TikTok. Been popping up on my recommended page, and it's been interesting. And I've noticed reasons why people are clicking this. It's just curiosity right now. Do you know what 1,000 True Fans is I heard someone say you need 1,000 true fans to be successful as a small channel, but they didn't say what it was. I think you're talking. Yes, I think so. 1,000 true fans will help push your channel out. I feel like once you hit 10K subscribers, a lot of channels start to take off, and that's because they have such dedicated fans. But there's a good number of them that are clicking that right through to your video because they're so interested in your video. So, for example, let's talk about, there's a few channels in my head that were at 10K about 6 months ago, and starting to push their stuff out now. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but yes, I think when it comes to the ratio, when you have 10,000 subscribers, usually there's about 500 to 1,000 people that are super interested in your content that they'll click right away. So yeah, that'll help push out your content more. So CTR is 12.9%. Ooh, so that means it's high. So I would say if that's the higher than the rest of them, then that's obviously your goal is to get it above 10%, because then you know that people are clicking, right? So that's really hard sometimes to find a thumbnail that's going to really connect with people and just get them to click like that. So I recently passed the 500 subscriber mark, and it's all thanks to you. That's awesome. Congratulations. I love that. So this year, your goal should be 1,000. And how are you going to take action to get to there? Are you going to do collabs? Are you going to improve your thumbnails? Are you going to rebrand and just have this awesome brand? Like, what are you going to do? I'm so excited for you. I'm a gaming channel with 3.83K. The hardest thing I find to do on YouTube is retention. I average around 30 to 40%, but a lot click off at the beginning. Yeah, so I average about 40, I would say 40 to 50%. So more around in between there. And that's really good. You need the higher retention, but getting people to stay a long amount of time depends on the video. I may have longer, I may have shorter, depending on the video. Anyways. So when it comes to retention, and especially on gaming channels, I find there's a few gaming channels that I watch. And they're bigger channels. So you may know them, may not, probably do. I watch Preston Plays with my kids sometimes, and they enjoy his content because he just does so much entertainment within his videos. I watch, they're mostly Minecraft because my kids are obsessed with Minecraft. I watch, who else do I watch? These are the OG probably of Minecraft videos. OMG Minecraft, I think that's what his name's called. And then there's Waddles. I watch those gaming channels, those three. And usually there's two. Preston Plays is very entertaining. He's very over the top, entertaining, and when he includes there's pranks, there's had all these different anyways, he is very entertaining. With Waddles and OMG, they're a little more they're just talking. I know OMG shows his face and Waddles doesn't, but they have their personality come out through the video in some way or form, and I think that's really what connects. The other thing is that those people have stayed on YouTube for a long time, and they try and find things that stand out within their specific gaming niche. So I think personality and finding some trends and things that you can do for fun. There's another YouTuber that Miss Click. She's kind of fun to watch. And then there is Grim. I think that's her name. She hasn't done a video in a couple weeks, and she's a smaller YouTuber creator. But I love her videos. She's kind of fun and entertaining too. And she's newer to the YouTube world, but I love her stuff. But yeah, so getting the retention would have to come down to you letting your personality shine. If you show your face, just have excitement about what you're doing. I think you can have excitement in different ways. You don't have to be all go like Preston, but you can just sound like you're so interested in there's a difference between interested and passionate about what you're doing. So I think those things would help as well. So funny enough, I was actually looking at the CTR where you can see the CTR on each date, and one day in November it had 37.5. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so then you've noticed that that's something that people are interested in. So then you would kind of look at the content that you could do around it and do more of it. That's maybe your breakthrough video. Breakthrough videos are good for your channel because you can do them every few videos and talk about them, and then they push your channel out more, right? I smashed thumbs up. That's awesome. Congratulations. Thank you so much. No problem. I'm around 35 subs almost, and I was wondering if you had any suggestions to get at that 100 mark. Not a lot of people watch through my whole video. Have you suggestions for that? So there's a few things that you can do. You can watch firstly my video on how to get your first 100 subs, and I think that's going to give you a lot of detail and information. The second thing is there's quite a few things you can do. You can look at what your videos are doing, like how you know that their retention is not the greatest, right? You said that the retention is low. So I would look at that and say, well, how could I make it a little bit more entertaining? And then you need to look at is your personality shining? So look at your videos and watch them and say to yourself, am I letting myself actually be who I am on YouTube? Or am I kind of holding back for some reason? And if you're not, then you need to work on your editing a little bit just to make it a little entertaining. I find a lot of YouTubers that do the, productive day in my life. So there's a reason why their videos are doing well. It's because their personality is shining and they do it in their own way. And they just don't care what other people think. So I think you need to look at those few things. I'm going to try and brand myself and collaborate more. And so far, it's going very good. I've already collabed twice this month. Twice this month? That's amazing. I've done one collaboration, and I think that's enough for this month because you have to be mindful. Too many collaborations might overwhelm your audience because then they're always clicking away to another channel. So it's good. Collaborations are good to cross into a community, but you want to do it wisely. So I like to do at least 1 to 2 per month just to keep the, crossing over. And then YouTube recommending me across from the other channels, right? Hi, Haley. How's it going? Yeah, I mentioned you in the beginning, Haley. I watch your videos. Someone was asking about a small YouTube channels that I watch. And I said, Haley, Sam Fournier, I think that's how you say her name. And who was the other person that I mentioned? Claudia Edits. So, yeah. Thank you so much. Your lives are the best. Awesome. Well done. 18 views and 17 likes. That's amazing. Oh, great. Cool. If you're on here and you're just joining, remember to hit the like button. And, yeah, hit the subscribe button because, I'm cool. I'm cool. Hi, Catherine. You've helped me a lot grow my channel. Now, inspiring from you, I have helped a lot of people grow their channel organically. I'm giving my paid program for free. Oh, that's crazy. Good for you. You're doing a great job. And then you can build it up from there. I'm obsessed with growing channels and just I was asking Haley the other day, just curiosity's sake, her latest thumbnail was doing and it was doing great. And just the click-through rate. I'm just obsessed with knowing how people think and just the whole mindset behind it. I'm studying a little bit more. I'm studying a little bit more about just the mind and how human being reacts to thumbnails. And that's going to help me understand it a little bit more when it comes to my other channel. Because there's a lot of channels that are blowing up and there's a reason why. And I'm just trying to find that little zone where people connect and create that connection so much that they want to click, right? There's an emotional side of things there too. So I'm just so curious about how people storyboard their thumbnail and title together. I'm obsessed. Haley, I love that. Yes, of course. Did you share your research on CTR? No, I'm still doing a lot of research. Like I said, just there. I think I'm doing a lot of research because I'm creating a membership course and I really want to help other creators. And the reason why I'm doing a membership course over a course that you can just purchase, which I will have an option for so that people can do it on their own if they're not interested in the one-on-one stuff, like the membership side of things. And the reason why I'm doing the membership side is because then I can actually work with people a little more and help them understand for the first 3 months that I work with them. Then I'd be like, okay, well, this is what you need to do. And then the 3 months, they kind of get an idea of how to look at things. So it's training their mind. And then after that, I open it up again kind of thing. So that's my process. What's your favorite part of being a YouTuber? Oh, I think just getting creative and having the time to put out stuff and know that I can build up my brand. That aspect really intrigues me. The business side of things always has intrigued me. I'm obsessed with business. But then now I'm just so interested in learning how the human mind works and the emotions that it plays into it. Brands connect you with colors as well. So there's colors that connect with you as a brand and make you want to be a part of them. So there's Coca-Cola there's YouTube. Why do we click, like, like the colors represent something as well. So I'm just so interested in like the whole idea of that. Yeah. So I kind of got sidetracked there, but yeah, I love YouTube. That was your question. I don't know. Did the question end video? Any tips for keywords for I would suggest keywords. You look at my TubeBuddy playlist and go from there. I will be diving into keywords a little bit more this year. Again, keywords is always going to be a struggle for people. And I think it's just the fact that people need to actually watch the videos and take notes and then implement it into their channel. But I will do more videos on it because I know it's always important. Hey, Catherine, I started making shorter intros and my audience retention went way up. Thank you for all your tips. Awesome. I think that's the second time someone said this on this live chat today. Making shorter intros is so important. Like, how are you hooking the audience? That's what's important. I've watched a few channels just recently and they hook their audience and I'm just intrigued by the end. Like, by the end of that 30 seconds, I'm like, okay, I need to watch the rest of this video because I want to see and learn from them. They clearly know what they're talking about here. So how do you hook the audience in your intro? Some people just do the intro, like Lauren Doan. She has a quick intro, like snappy, quick intro. Not even, I think it's like 10 seconds, 5 seconds maybe. And it's into the meat. Like, she's already into the video. So you can do a lot of different things. Like, a lot of different channels, for example, vlog channels can give tidbits throughout the actual video. And they take that and then they put that into their intro. Or, they have like a short little snappy intro that's really quick. Now, lifestyle YouTubers are interesting. Like, they have quite a variety of different ways of doing it. I do know that Emma Chamberlain has a very long intro, and it's mostly about her coffee and such. And usually when I click on her videos, I skip that intro, and it's not because I don't enjoy her intro. It's just because I've seen it so many times that I'm kind of like, okay, cool. And then I move to the actual meat, her stuff. So sometimes I skip it, but it just depends on the intro. I think a lot of times you have to remember, you have to grab the audience straight away. And if you're not grabbing them within the first 5 to 10 seconds, you're losing on a view, right? Because that doesn't count as a view. So yeah, that's quite a few things when it comes to intros. You just got to be careful with it, right? It's really helped me too. That's so cool. Yes, Tilly. Yes. Okay. So Kennedy and Tilly. Yeah, that's the two. What's the maximum length of an intro? I would honestly say if you're doing a short intro, maybe 5 to 10 seconds at the most, like super quick. You don't want to drag it out for 30 seconds. Like, that's a long time for someone to sit there if you think about it. For me, if it's longer than 10 seconds, I click off. I know it sounds horrible, but it's just, I don't want to sit there through it all. That's with Netflix, or, with Netflix, you can skip the intro too, right? So a lot of times people just aren't interested in the intro because there's no information in it. It's about you. Yes, it's great. And you're trying to make it a branded channel, like branding overall, but sometimes it's just too much. Let's see. Just wanted to say thanks for everything you've been doing for the small YouTuber community. Aw, thank you. Every once in a while, you'll mention some video that I never thought of. So thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. That's why I do videos that are very similar, but I always do them in a different way, because then that sometimes will help people think about it differently, or they may not grab that certain point from the last video. And then I'm like, okay, well, this is going to be said differently. And then right? So yay, I'm so happy. Thank you. I started making montages with little clips from the day, or I show my morning and I'll start speaking about a minute into the video. Okay, so if that's working for you, that's great. The thing about intros is you have to test them on your channel. You have to test what works. If you're seeing that a huge cutoff, then you're not grabbing the audience's attention. So it's interesting. With my 2020 rewind video, the intro is very, like, it grabs people's attention because they're watching that hologram that I created. And it did really well with the intro. Usually my intros are very short and sweet, so I get right into the meat of things. And then I also have chapters set up so people can go. Mine are very tutorial-based, tips-based, whereas a lifestyle channel may not want to do the chapters because, we want them to watch the video, get excited about it. Why did you decide to go in with your name as your channel and not a different name? I think I wanted to be seen as a public figure. So I know there's a few people that have gone in with a catchy title or name for their channel when it comes to that. But I want to be seen as a public figure for what I do. Because obviously I want this channel to be a small YouTuber growth channel, but I also want to be seen as this public figure so that I can branch into other aspects of small YouTuber growth. And I feel like, I don't know, I've always wanted to be seen as a public figure and have my own name out there. So I think that's why. Then with my other channel is Simply Catherine. I kind of wanted to do a little differently and make it just like simple and like it's just me, right? So that's why I went with Simply Catherine. So what did you say? Okay, so I've got that. Yes, I noticed that a lot of regular viewers knew my intro and didn't need to hear it, so they skipped it so they could see the main part of the video. The new retention chart showed me as this was a pattern. Yes, so clearly the intro was not working, and we're going to be working on mine as well a little bit more. Like I said earlier in this live chat, I want to work a little bit more on my intros. I want to get them a little bit more interesting, and I want to try and grab the audience attention. I've been studying this a lot too. I'm doing so much studying on my own time just to like research and make sure I understand the whole human mind a little bit more. So, how do you create chapters on a video? It's really simple actually. So when you go into your description part, so you've uploaded your video and then you're going into the description, you type it all out. All you have to do is basically, if you go into my description, you'll see, not of this video, but my previous video, you'll see how it's laid out. If you just put, if you put 000, that is the starting point of your video, right? And then you put that as your intro. Then the next would be the chapter, the first chapter. So it will be the first tip. So say it's at 0:24 seconds, then you put that in there and then you just put the title of what the next tip is or whatever you want to do. And I think that's the way I've always done it. It's the simplest way. So you just go to your description, but you can check out my description in my previous video on how to film like a pro with your cell phone and just go into the description and see how that's done. Now, if you're not a tips or tutorial based channel, I'd be a little wary of using those because you're not necessarily, you want them to watch the whole video. If there's something crazy happening in the video and you want to give them like little tidbits of what happens throughout the video, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe if you're getting your haircuts for a video, you'd be like, okay, you kind of outline the chapters a little bit. The first chapter is about you just, organizing your room, or the second chapter is you going to get your haircut. Like that'd be kind of cool to test out to see if it works on lifestyle channels, but I'm not sure if it would. So that's why I have my other channel that I'm testing out. I'm currently testing out something on my channel right now, on my Simply Catherine channel, just to see if it's going to work. And you can kind of guess if you go to the channel and look at my channel, see what it is. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have to head out. Perfect. Have a good one. I got to go and do online dance class. And that's awesome. Great. Yes, kids too. Hi. How's it going? Yeah. So I've answered a ton of questions today and I'm really excited and happy that you all were able to pop on. I don't think I'll make it this much longer because like I said, I'm super tired. Last night, my kid was up and so I'm exhausted from that. I'm just trying to stay alive today. I was up every hour. So I was going to film today, but I look not the greatest today. So I think this is kind of going to be it for today when it comes to work because I also have to do kids' schoolwork and stuff as well. So with all of that being said, I think this was a nice, great live chat. I got to connect with you all. And yeah, let me answer this last question. It takes time to build a fan base. It really does. Do you find it hard to manage 2 channels? So far, I haven't really managed 2 channels. I have one channel that's just there. This first channel it's my go-to one. I'm not pressuring myself with my second channel. Like for me, that second channel is for me to build up something that I really want in the future. So right now I'm thinking about, well, how much can I do? So on this channel, I'm going live once. I do 2 videos this week, each week. And then on the other channel, my hope is to do 1 video per week. And those videos are a little bit more harder to do because I have to actually more vlog style videos that I'm going to be doing on that channel and incorporating tips and tricks within the vlogs. So I have a different style that I'm going to be doing on there, and it's going to be a little harder work to do. And I understand that not everybody has the same style channel, so that, Like with me, this channel is very easy to do. I just batch film all my content and away I go. With the other channel, it's going to be a little harder, right? So I think it would be a struggle as things go on, but not if I've worked it out properly within my schedule, right? I'm very organized. I try my best to be organized, and I write everything down to make sure that I'm on track. Do you YouTube Shorts make you lose a lot of subscribers you gain with the shorts? So with YouTube Shorts, I think it's hard because there's a few channels that I follow and they've gained thousands of subscribers from YouTube Shorts, and they're specifically a channel for YouTube Shorts. And then there's other channels that have incorporated into it, and they saw a lot more traffic rather than short subscribers. So it's really hard for me to say because YouTube Shorts is such a new feature. The data from it all, YouTube would have to come out and actually give you more information. It's still in beta, which is crazy. Hopefully it's not in beta for too much longer and they actually come out with some more information on it. So I would love to know more details about it, right? So yeah, it's hard to say. But there have been a few channels that said, oh, I've lost subscribers from YouTube Shorts, then don't do it because obviously it's not meant to fit into your channel. There's other channels that do really, really well with it. So it's hard to, it's not even, there's no even like specific niche. And I think it comes down to how many pieces of content you're putting out. So if you're putting out a lot of YouTube Shorts, it's going to overwhelm your audience. So then they're going to unsubscribe. So don't do too many if you're going to do YouTube Shorts in a week. So if you have 2 videos, regular videos a week, and then you do a YouTube Short, that's enough, right? Hey girl, it's so good to hear your tips. Oh, awesome. Hey Courtney, how's it going? It's so nice to see you here. I think I saw a message from you somewhere, but I haven't gotten to it just because I have so many messages in my DMs right now that I'm trying to take it easy with like consistently replying like all the time. So it may be there. I'm sorry if I haven't got back to you, but okay, so I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for being a part of this. If you like this live chat, make sure you hit that like button. And then if you're watching this on replay, make sure you hit that subscribe button because you're going to get more videos like this or more lives like this each week. I do 1 live a week just to kind of touch base with you all and answer your questions. How do you stop your live stream getting spammed? I would have mediators. Is that what you call them? Like the person that can there's other people that can be on your live chat and then control, like if there's too many people spamming, then they can say nope. Other than that, there's no really way around it. You just do your best. For me, I haven't had that too much, which is nice. And I do have a few people that are able to be a part of my chat every now and again, and then just mute people that are being spammy. So, but yes, anyways, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this live. I appreciate you all joining. Moderators. Yes. Appreciate you all being a part of this live. It's really nice to connect with you all. I feel like I used to do this twice a week and I really enjoyed it, but I felt like it was just too much for people because it was just constantly me going live. And so I wanted to just wean it down a little bit and see how this goes. And I'm really liking the week-long one, like we're a week apart so that I can answer your questions. So get ready for a couple of great videos this week. I'm not sure if it's, the specific days that I'm going to put these videos out, but there's going to be one Wednesday and there's going to be one Friday for sure. And yeah, I'm so excited for them because they're a little bit different, but they're still related to YouTube growth. So excited. Anyways, guys, remember to create adventure and live to inspire. Have a good one. Bye.